second part of optical fiber, and we'll see how the light travels in the optical fiber. So let us take the case 1. So before we understand this, we should know what is Snell's law and how this Snell's law is applied. So case 1, and case 1 is the most common case where we have this medium. So this is, let's say, a rarer medium here. Can you read these words? Let me make it slightly bigger.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then we have the light incident on this medium. Now, once this light is incident, we immediately try to find out what is the normal. The normal is here. This is the normal. Now, what is the angle of incidence here in this case? We talk about the angle of incidence from the normal. Remember, from the normal. Now, this angle is not from the surface. So, this is rarer medium, this is denser medium. And now, when the light travels from, say, rarer medium to the denser medium, say A, and then it strikes at B. So, where it will go? Will it go towards the normal or away from the normal? Yes?
Toward the normal.
Towards the normal, very correct. So, whenever we talk about these two cases, so it will be, it will draw very perfectly. Okay, quite nice. So, the angle is from this side. So, this is R, this is I. And suppose the refractive index of, say, rarer medium is, say, N1 and denser medium is N2, then just a minute. Then how do you define the refractive index now? So normally rarer medium is AR. Normally. So we define the relation for this as N2 upon N1. The N1 is normally the refractive index of air, and which is equal to 1. And therefore you don't write this way. Okay. So this N2 is directly, you write the N1. Okay. And then this is equal to sine I divided by sine R. Am I right?
Yes.
You can imagine here N2 is denser medium, so N2 is greater than N1, right? And therefore this must be greater than 1, and therefore sine I must be greater than sine R, right? And therefore I must be greater than R. That is what we are getting. Now, this is the case where the light is traveling from rarer medium to the denser medium. Okay. So I will give a minute or two, just write it down, and then I will give another problem. Case 2. Now in case 2, the angle is same I, but it is in denser medium. Okay, and then you have to find out the angle of refraction, not the reflection, refraction, when the light travels from, say, denser medium to the rarer medium. And obviously, similar relation, just like the first case. Okay, you just draw it, and randomly I will call someone. So you just switch on your camera and show me. You can just raise your hand once you complete the task. And once you understand how the light travels from denser medium to the rarer medium, then it is very easy to understand what is total internal reflection. So anyone?
It will move away from the normal.
Yeah.
It will move away from the
It
normal.
will move away from the normal. Very correct. Very correct. So it will move away from the normal. Have you drawn this figure? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Can you just switch on your camera and show me the? You can just switch on the rear camera and show me the drawing. You can just. Anyone? So this is what we have to do, because I can't go to everybody's book and just see whether you are doing it correctly or not. Okay. Okay, good. Shesh Narayan has done. Shesh Narayan, it should be slightly bigger. Okay, the angle should be slightly more. Okay, anybody else? All other have drawn it or not? Okay, Arshal Nagpure. Yes, quite right. Avanti Mande. Just use the rear camera. Yes, very correct. Very correct. I wanted to see whether you are doing it or not. Okay. Okay, good. Tejas, just rotate your camera. Home, I can't see. I can't see properly. Okay. Oh, this is the first case. This is the first case. I want to see the second case. Second case. Okay. Let me go to my presentation again, and I will show. Please don't show your figures now. So this will be something like the same direction. Okay, and then you go more than that, right? So this will be the R value. Now, why I'm showing the angle from the normal? Normally you don't show it like this. Okay, normally you just show like this only, no arrow. Am I right? Up till now, whatever you are seeing, up to say 12th standard, whatever you are studied, of course, this was maybe the part of 11th, not 12th. So you are just shown the angle. It doesn't matter from where you are measuring. Okay, but here it matters. Okay. Now let me go to another situation where the angle is something like this. Okay. Let me just make it thicker so that you can see it properly. Okay. Now this is the angle, and let us take a practical example. Suppose the denser medium N1 is 1.5 and N2 is suppose air, so it is 1. Okay, and then the angle, say theta, sorry, not theta, I, angle of incidence I is 30 degree. So what will be the angle of refraction? Just calculate. Just calculate and just drop the message here. Just calculate and drop the message. Obviously, the angle of refraction will be more than 30 degree. So how much it will be?
Sir, 60.
Or is it 60? It can't be 60. What you do is you put all these values here, n2 upon n1 equal to sin I upon sin I. Okay? The formula will remain same. So this sin I divided by sin R will be equal to n2 divided by n1. Now n2 is 1.5, n1 is 1, and therefore this will be 1.5. So sin I upon sin R is 1.5. Now we know the sin I, and therefore sin R we have to find out. So taking this sin R on right hand side and taking this 1.5 in the denominator. So what we get is sin I divided by 1.5. This is the value of sin R. Okay. So sin I is sin 30 divided by 1.5. What is sin 30? What is sin 30?
1 by 2.
Huh?
1 by 2.
1 by 3.
1 by 2.
1 by 2. That is 0.5. Okay. Divided by 1.5. How much it is? 1 by 3. Am I right?
By 3.
Just multiply by 2, multiply by 2. This is 1, this is 3. 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 is 0.33. Now you can use the calculator simply and find out the value of R. R equal to sin inverse 1 by 3. How much it is? Now you can use Google if you don't have the calculator properly. Okay, let me use the Google then. Sin inverse. And I don't know the value. 1 by 3. It looks weird. What your calculator said? Huh?
20 degree.
20? No, it shouldn't be 20.
0.40.
क्या गड़बड़
Sir,
हुई?
5.81 into 10 raised to minus 3.
हाँ, ये गड़बड़ कर दिया ना हमने यहाँ पे. This has to be not 1.5 here. N2 is 1 and N1 is 1.5. मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि कहाँ गड़बड़ हो. आप लोग बताते भी नहीं. ठीक है, so let us erase all these things. Let us try again. Now we want to find out the value of sin r. So sin r goes to right hand side. So sin r equal to 1.5 comes into multiplication. 1.5 multiply by sin I. Now this is 1.5 into sin I is half. So what is the half of 1.5? Yes. डेढ़ का आधा कितना होता है? 0.75.
0.75.
So the sin r equal to 0.75 and therefore r equal to sin inverse 0.75. अब ये कितना है? ये बताइए. It should be more than 30 degree.
0.0130.
नहीं, ये रेडियन में निकाल रहे हैं आप, डिग्री में निकाल. डिग्री में कितना आएगा? शायद आपके कैलकुलेटर पे रेडियन और डिग्री मेरे ख्याल से साइंटिफिक कैलकुलेटर है क्या, इंजीनियरिंग वाला?
यस सर.
हाँ,
Yes,
तो
sir.
उसमें एक आपका डिग्री ऊपर लिखा होता है कि डिग्री है कि रेडियन है, तो चेंज करना पड़ेगा आपको डिग्री में.
48.59 degree.
48
0.5.
48.5 somewhere around 48.5. अलग अलग कैलकुलेटर से थोड़ा थोड़ा अलग अलग आएगा. ठीक है. What does it mean that the angle of incidence was 30 degree? This was more than that, right? This was more than that. So more than 1.5 times. 1.5 गुने से भी ज्यादा. 1.5 गुना कितना होगा? 45. So it is slightly more than 1.5 times. Now, if this angle increases, okay, if this angle increases, suppose this angle becomes 60 degree, okay. So now we have the formula sin r equal to 1.5 into sin I, and therefore for say I equal to 60 degree, what will be the value of sin r? Sin r will be equal to 1.5 times sin 60, right? What is sin 60? Huh?
Root 3/2.
Root 3 by 2. Okay. So how much is this? Calculate. Root 3 is 1.71.
Yes. 1.22. About 2.
So it should be somewhere around 2 point something. Or 2 point something divided by 2. 1 point something. 1.1 के आसपास आना चाहिए. 1.1, 1.2 के आसपास आ रहा है.
1.299.
Very good. 1.299. Now you tell me what is the inverse value of 1.29? Sin inverse value. Can you calculate? साइन की कितनी वैल्यू पता है आपको? मैक्सिमम वैल्यू? What do you know? Sin 0 is 0.
0.
ठीक है. Sin 0 is 0 and sin 90 is
1.
1. Sin 180 is
-1.
0.
0.
-1.
Zero
-1.
minus 1 कितना कितना आता है?
-1.
0.
हाँ,
-1.
-1.
-1.
0.
0.
ये ऐसे है ना.
0.
0,
0.
90, 180 और 270. या 0, pi by 2, pi and 3 pi by 2. And again this is 2 pi. Okay. So sin 0 is 0, sin 180 is 0. This is +1, this is -1. ऐसे होता है? Am I right?
Yes.
ये गलत है. गूगल करो, व्हाट इज साइन 180?
0
2 था.
0
मैंने
0
कुछ बोल दिया तो सही होना चाहिए, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है.
0 0
पक्का?
पक्का.
So whatever the maximum value you know is +1, and sorry, and whatever the maximum minimum value that you know is -1.
minus
Right?
1.
समझ में आ रहा है? अब
Yes,
ये
sir.
1.29 कहाँ से आ गया? 1.29 कहाँ से आ गया? इसको कैसे सॉल्व कर सकते हो? मैथ्स पढ़ा है आप लोगों ने? मैथ्स पढ़ा है नहीं पढ़ा है?
Yes, sir.
बड़ा है.
पढ़ा है? फिर what is this angle? Obviously this angle is more than 90 degree. More than 90 degree. More than 90 degree कैसे निकालोगे आप? निकाल के दिखा. So the angle will be more than 90 degree. Okay? Somewhere here. And therefore this light will go in this direction. Now remember, this is not reflection. This is not reflection. The angle is more than 90 degree. अगर 90 डिग्री होता तो क्या होता? ये ऐसे आता. बराबर? ग्रीन से दिखाता हूँ मैं. कोई एक ऐसा एंगल ले लेते हैं. सॉरी, this is very difficult to draw like this. Okay. And then it becomes 90 degree. Okay? Along the this surface. Okay. So that angle where the angle of refraction is 90 degree. अब ये green वाला जो है ये यहाँ से याद है. अब आपको समझ में आ गया होगा कि why I have shown the arrow. So that arrow signifies that this angle is from the normal, and it could be say less than 90 degree, 90 degree, and more than 90 degree also. Okay. So if this is something like this, then in that case, in this green case, okay, this green case, this theta is shown. Theta is C is shown as the I. Okay. So the angle of incidence, whatever we are getting, where the angle of refraction, not reflection, refraction is 90 degree. Okay. Why 90 degree? Because this is normal. This is normal. And let's suppose this is the normal. तो यहाँ से हमें कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा एंगल. यहाँ से नहीं, इधर से नहीं. ठीक है? Are you getting this point?
Yes, sir.
Therefore, whenever the angle of refraction is 90 degree, the angle of incidence is called as critical angle. क्या कहेंगे उसको? Critical angle. Remember. So critical angle is the angle when angle of refraction is 90 degree. So above critical angle, we get the total internal reflection. This is called as total internal reflection because now the light is traveling in the denser medium before incidence and also after incidence. Okay, and this is the rarer medium. Now you will appreciate that why this is taken as core and this is taken as clad. कल जो हम बात कर रहे थे, the refractive index of clad is less, always less than the refractive index of core. आगे ध्यान में, clear?
Yes, sir.
Doubt? Any doubt? Anybody want me to repeat? You can just type R. If you say repeat it, I will repeat. Otherwise, you can just.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you want me to repeat? Okay. Now the cases are 3. Okay. There is a small angle shown by the yellow. Okay. So this yellow line, suppose the angle is like 30 degree, then the angle of refraction was typically we have taken this example as say for example 30 degree, then it was come out to be 48 degree, somewhere 48 degree. Okay? We don't care about the numbers exactly. Approximate is okay. The important thing is that the angle of refraction is more than angle of incidence. This angle of refraction is more than angle of incidence. Okay. In the same way, if we take some angle, say for the pink, okay, no, what that color is? Probably magenta. Okay? I don't know. I'm colorblind in this case. Okay, so this magenta will incidence, then the angle of refraction is more than the angle of incidence, just like this. But in this case, the angle of incidence is more than 90 degree. So this was taken, what was, okay, 60 degree, okay? Wait. I'll just use the same color so that you can understand very clearly. 60 degree angle of incidence, then it is more than 90 degree. Now, as soon as it becomes more than 90 degree, what is happening? The light is traveling back into the same medium. Same medium. The medium was denser, for example, glass here, okay, and for example, air here. Okay? So, if the light is coming from the glass, it is reflecting, sorry, not reflecting, refracting back to the glass medium. Remember, this is not reflection. How can you prove that this is not reflection? In reflection, you need to have the angles, these two angles, this one and this one, both same, right? It should be same, but it is not. You can see here, it is not same. So these two angles are not same, therefore it is not reflection. This is typically called as total internal reflection. Total internal reflection. But basically it is refraction. Basically it is refraction. So are you getting this point? So suppose we use two mediums, one is denser and the other is rarer. Remember that light is now traveling from the denser medium to the rarer medium. Okay? And therefore at certain angle or above certain angle, we get the total internal reflection. Now what is the typical condition? The typical condition is the angle of refraction in case of green here. Angle of refraction is 90 degree. So this is critical situation. Okay. So above this angle, we will get the total internal reflection. Below this angle, we will get normal refraction. Okay. So this angle is called as critical. Angle of incidence is called as the critical angle when the angle of refraction is 90 degree. So when angle of refraction is 90 degree, then angle of incidence is called as critical angle. ठीक है, जो लिखना है आप लिख लो, बुक में तो है ही, नहीं ऐसा नहीं, but you should have some notes. Okay, I'll give 2 minutes. I will just take this figure. Okay. Take this. Oh, sorry. Now you understand? Now you understand?
Yes, sir.
Clear? So just extending this figure, suppose we have, say, sorry, we have the core here, and just beside this we have the clad. Obviously this is 3-dimensional, okay, and we are taking the longitudinal section. What is longitudinal section? लॉन्जिट्यूडनल सेक्शन क्या होता है? अरे बायोलॉजी पढ़ा नहीं क्या? कितने लोग हैं बायोलॉजी वाले? Suppose you have a man like this. Okay. Now, if you cut the body this way, there is transverse section. When you cut the body this way, it is longitudinal. Okay. So we have taken this kind of structure along the line. We have taken cut, and now if the light is incidence on this optical fiber, then immediately, now this is rarer to denser. This is rarer. This is denser. Okay. N1 is denser. This is N2. Now, when this light travels towards the this is suppose normal, and it is close to the towards the normal. Okay. Are you getting this point? Let me make it bigger. ठीक है, समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this is the angle. This is the incidence light, and this is the normal. Okay. This is the normal, and this will be the from the normal. This will be the angle of incidence. So theta. Sorry, I, not theta. We'll take theta later on. This is I. Now, when it enters into the optical fiber, then it will not go in the same direction, but it will turn towards the normal. Normal की तरफ जाएगा. ठीक है? So the angle of reflection is this angle R. Now, at this point, again we draw a normal. So because now we have the surface in between N1 and N2. Remember, this is one medium. This is another medium. Okay? This one is another medium. This is another medium. So now the normal will be something like this. This will be the normal. Now the angle of incidence is from the normal. So this is the angle of incidence for this portion. So this will be phi. And then it will totally get internally reflected. We are not sure whether this is phi or something else. We don't know. Okay. So it depends upon the total internal reflection. And therefore the angle of refraction in case of total internal reflection is this, not this one. Clear? फिर से एक बार देखो. The white light, the light shown by the white color is incident light. Okay. This inner cylinder is the core. This is core. This is core, and the outer cylinder is clad on both sides, this one and this one. Okay. So the refractive index of core is N1, refractive index of clad is N2, and the outside it is N0, the air. Okay. Outside is the air or any other medium which is rarer. So as soon as the light strikes on point, say point A, so at point A it will get refracted, and this will be simply from rarer medium to the denser medium. It's very simple, just like the previous one, Snell's law, case 1. So the angle of incidence is more, angle of refraction is less. Okay? Because this light will turn towards the normal. Normal की तरफ जाएगा, ठीक है, थोड़ा झुक जाएगा. Now once it strikes on point C, where C is in say N1 and N2. So it is the border of N1 and N2, this point. Okay. Let me show more clear. Is it okay now? So when this green light is incident at point C, now this yellow line shows the normal. So the angle of incidence will be from the normal. So this is the phi. The angle is phi. Okay. And the angle of refraction will be from the normal, this one. So let us consider this as some another name. Let me write something else, green. psi. Okay. So this angle psi is more than 90 degree. Okay. So this is total internal reflection. Are you getting this point? Any doubt? Any question? Sheshnaran, you want to say something? Your mic is on, so I just wanted to ask you. Anybody? Any doubt? Any question? No? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ये हो सकता है कि मैं ही बात कर रहा हूँ. Okay. Now coming back to the same situation, and we'll try to find out some relation between what angle you can have here, what critical angle you can have, maximum angle what you can have, so that we will get the total internal reflection and the light will travel like this. So you can show like this, that now the light has come down to this position. So this green light, green color light, not green light. Again here we have another normal situation. So this is the angle of incidence from the normal, and then we'll get the angle of refraction like this. So that the light travels like this, like this, like this, like this, in zigzag manner. These are the straight lines. Okay, just imagine these are the straight lines. So now we can find out some expression for this angle of incidence, and what should be the maximum angle of incidence or minimum angle of incidence. We'll see whether we talk about maximum or minimum. Okay. So let us consider this as the air medium or rarer medium, anyone, and we talk about the refractive index as N0. Clear? Now we'll use this Snell's law for two cases. One, the light is traveling from O to A and A to C. Okay, and then from point C, it will get refracted back. Okay, so we'll use some relations and we'll try to find out the relation between this phi and theta. Sorry, and I. Okay, phi and I, and then we'll see the condition when the angle of refraction, this R or the psi. So R is suppose 90 degree, then we know I is shown as critical angle. So this critical angle we have to find out. अगर एक critical angle से ज़्यादा होता है तो क्या होता है, कम होता है तो क्या होता है, ठीक है? That is what we are going to find out. Now let us write the Snell's law for first case. First case means the sin I divided by sin R equals to, क्या होगा? Sin I divided by sin R equal to, now the refractive is N1, this is N2. Yes?
N2 upon
Huh?
N2 upon
N0 upon N1.
N0 upon N1? Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
N2 upon
N1. Sorry, sir. N1 upon N0.
N1 upon N0. N1 ज़्यादा है, ठीक है? This is denser and this is rarer. And we know that when the light goes from rarer to denser, the sin I upon sin R is always greater than 1. So this is N1 upon N0. ये समझ में आ गया?
Yes, sir.
The sin I upon sin R should be taken as the next, the medium divided by the first medium. Okay. Now suppose this is equation 1. You can just write side by side. मेरे साथ आप लिख सकते हो. Now what is the relation between R and phi? What is the relation between R and phi? R और phi के बीच में क्या relation?
R is equals to 90 minus 5.
Yes, very good. So angle R is equal to, no, sorry, not angle. You can just write directly instead of angle. You can write 90 minus 5. Now what will be sine R? It will be sine 90 minus 5. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Now what is 90 minus 5? So sine 90 minus 5.
Cos.
Cos phi. Very good. आप लोगों का मैथमेटिक्स काफी अच्छा है. Good. Now putting this value in equation 1. So equation 1 becomes now sin I upon cos phi equal to n1 upon n0. Right?
Yes, sir.
Now we have to find out the relation when this angle of refraction, they say psi, is 90 degree. तो लाइट इधर जा रहा है ना, तो ये हमें क्रिटिकल सिचुएशन निकालनी है. ठीक है. तो when this is 90 degree, what is phi, and if that phi is phi c, then I will be equal to theta c. ठीक है. So for critical angle, let me make it smaller so that you can read it clearly. So for critical angle, let phi equal to phi c. Sorry, not theta c, phi c. Okay. Therefore, I will be equal to theta c. ठीक है. Now when phi equal to phi c, this will be the angle of refraction will be 90 degree. Okay. That means this psi will be equal to 90 degree. Are you getting this point? ये जो ग्रीन कलर का लाइट ये नीचे जो जा रहा था ना, वो यहाँ पे जाएगा, क्लैड और कोर के बाउंड्री पे चला जाएगा. दैट इज द क्रिटिकल सिचुएशन. इससे ज्यादा होता है देन इट इज टोटल इंटरनल रिफ्लेक्शन. कम होता है देन इट इज लॉस्ट इन द क्लैड. So that we don't want. We want the what do you say? Total internal reflection. Okay. Now, how you can find out the value of phi or phi c in terms of say n1 upon n2. Okay. So n1 upon n1 और n2 के बीच में क्या रिलेशन है जिससे हम ये phi की वैल्यू निकाल सकते हैं. ओके. फॉर बाउंड्री पे if phi equal to phi c, then the psi is 90 degree and therefore Snell's law यहाँ पे अप्लाई करो. क्या आएगा Snell's law? sin yes phi c ना, ये जो हमने निकाला ना, सिचुएशन कैसे हो जाएगी? दिस इज क्लैड, दिस इज कोर, द लाइट इज इंसिडेंस like this, and then it get refracted like this. Okay. And then again with yellow I will show the, okay, so this is the angle of refraction phi and this is the incidence phi c. So phi c is incidence and psi is the reflected, refracted, not reflected. Okay. So sin phi c divided by sin 90. Am I right? ये 90 हो गया ना? Sin phi c divided by sin 90. That is equal to the next one. जहाँ पे लाइट जा रहा था वो divided by जहाँ पे इंसिडेंट हो रहा है वो. So this is n2 upon n1. Am I right?
Yes.
Here?
Yes, sir.
यहाँ तक की कोई डाउट?
No, sir.
Now what is sine 90? This is the simplest simplest product. So sine 90 is 1 and therefore sine phi c equal to n2 upon n1. Equation 2. ठीक है? Clear? Now the equation 1 for again critical angle. The equation 1 becomes sine I. Now I becomes, ये कंडीशन हमने पुट की है यहाँ पे, I इक्वल टू थीटा सी. तो दिस इज थीटा सी डिवाइडेड बाय कॉस फाई. तो फाई के जगह हम फाई सी लिखेंगे इक्वल टू n1 अपॉन n0. इक्वेशन 3. अब आगे का आपको सॉल्व करना है. आगे क्या करना है? आपके पास साइन फाई सी की वैल्यू है, कॉस फाई सी की वैल्यू आप निकाल सकते हैं, एंड आई वांट द रिजल्ट साइन थीटा सी. साइन थीटा सी इन टर्म्स ऑफ n1 n2 एंड n0. कैलकुलेट करो. तब तक मैं अटेंडेंस लेता हूँ. दो okay, so we are 29 people today. This is good about this Google Meet. Okay, check your attendance. Kritika. Number 1 Kritika. Number 2 Ayush Amle.
Present, sir.
Number 3 Ayush Avchat.
Present, sir.
Number 4 Vedant Bamnote. Number 5 Vaibhav Bhute. Number 6 Atul Chaudhary. Number 7 Vedanti Chimurkar. Not here. Number 8 Karan Dhave.
Yes, sir.
Number 9 Rushabh Dole.
Present, sir.
Number 10 Parth Dubey.
Present, sir.
Number 11 Vedant Duratkar.
Yes, sir.
Number 12 Prasad Patare.
Present, sir.
Number 13 Swarup Atwa.
Present, sir.
14 Aditi Kamble.
Present, sir.
15 Nimish Katkamwar.
Sir.
16 Abhi Kumbare.
Present, sir.
17 Manish Lake.
Present, sir.
18 Yash Mankar.
Yes, sir.
19 Parth Mate.
Present, sir.
20 Ajay Nane. Ajay Nane. 21 Roshan Nidekar.
Present, sir.
22 Yash Nikhare.
Present, sir.
23 Samir Pavankar.
Present, sir.
24 Aryan Pimpalkar.
Present, sir.
25 Prasad Kubde. Prasad. Yeah. 26 Rajat Yadav.
Present, sir.
27 Tejas Pranit.
Present, sir.
28 Om Rao.
Yes, sir.
ओम आपके माइक का आवाज बहुत ही कम है.
Okay, sir.
करो एक बार. हाँ, एक आध बार अटेंडेंस चली जाएगी नहीं तो 29 केतन सुरुशे.
Present, sir.
30 प्रथमेश ताले.
Present, sir.
31 पलाश वाघमारे. आ गए. 32 तेजस वाघमारे.
प्रेजेंट सर.
33 शेष नारायण यादव.
Present, sir.
34 प्रतीक जाड़े.
Present, sir.
35 वैष्णवी जाड़े. वैष्णवी. 36 हर्षल नागपुरे.
Present, sir.
37 ऋषिकेश शहाड़े.
Present,
and 38 पवन तिमांडे.
Present, sir.
कोई बचा है? किसी की अटेंडेंस नहीं लगी? So coming back to our equation. So now we know the value of sin theta c is n2 upon n1, and therefore cos, sorry, not sin theta c. We'll take about the we have to find it out actually, sin theta c. Okay. So sin theta c will be equal to n1 upon n0 into cos phi. Just a minute. Okay. Cos phi c, right? I have just taken cos phi c on right hand side. Now I know the value of sin phi c, so I can find out the cos phi c. कैसे? So we know that cos phi c can be written as 1 minus sin square phi c and taken into under root. चाहिए? Because we know sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1, and therefore cos equal to square root of 1 minus sin square. So this is equal to square root of 1 minus ब्रैकेट स्क्वायर sin phi c की वैल्यू क्या है? ये यहाँ पे है इक्वेशन 2, n2 upon n1, right? So n2 upon n1. So I can write this as square root of, so square root of n2 square upon n1 square इधर ले लिया, so n1 square minus n2 square divided by n1 square. इसमें कोई डाउट? ठीक है, क्रॉस मल्टीप्लिकेशन करके हमने ये सॉल्व कर लिया. नाउ दिस इज स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ n1 स्क्वायर, सो ये n1 स्क्वायर बाहर निकाला तो क्या आएगा? डायरेक्ट n1 आएगा. सो आई कैन राइट लाइक दिस. नाउ द स्क्वायर रूट इज ओनली फॉर द न्यूमरेटर, n1 स्क्वायर माइनस n2 स्क्वायर, और इसके नीचे n1 है. ठीक है. नाउ पुटिंग दिस वैल्यू इन दिस इक्वेशन, ये वैल्यू हम यहाँ पे इस इक्वेशन में पुट करते हैं यहाँ पे. So what we get is sin theta c equal to n1 upon n0 and cos phi c. Cos phi c is the square root of n1 square minus n2 square divided by n1. Now these two n1 get cancelled out, and therefore we get sin theta c equal to square root of n1 square minus n2 square divided by n0. ठीक है.
Yes, sir.
Now if n0 is 1, that is for air, we can write sin theta c equal to simply n1 square minus n2 square. Now we know n1 and n2 are the refractive indices, right? And therefore if we take the refractive indices square and the difference of these two, it will be just a plain number. Now what is the unit of refractive index? What is the unit of refractive index?
No unit.
No unit. It is not having any unit. So this is simply a number, and therefore this is also called as numerical aperture. This is called as numerical. Why numerical? Because this is just a number. Aperture, let us see from the diagram why it is called as aperture. Okay. So this is a typical angle, theta c, where you will get the light that will travel along the boundary of this the clad and the core. Okay, are you getting this point?
Yes, sir.
थोड़ा सा इसको बड़ा करके 2 मिनट का एक्सप्लेनेशन ले लेते हैं, ठीक है? I know I am taking slightly more time, but let us finish this topic. अब देखो आप कि यहाँ पे जो लाइट जा रहा है, the white one, okay? Now, if we increase the angle of incidence, what will happen? Angle of refraction will increase, right? Angle of refraction will increase. Here, R will increase, so phi will decrease. Now, as the phi decreases, this R will decrease. The psi will decrease, and psi will fall below the 90-degree value. समझ में आ रहा है? फिर से एक बार देखो. If here, यहाँ पे लिखता हूँ. If angle of incidence increases, R increases this angle here. दिख रहा है? Arrow से दिखाता हूँ. ठीक है? Now, if R increases, phi will decrease because phi equal to R 90 minus R. R बढ़ गया तो phi कम हो जाएगा. तो phi कम हो गया तो psi कम होगा. ये वाला, ये जो बाहर से आ रहा है, right? Now, if this psi falls below 90 degree, 90 degree से कम हो जाएगा तो क्या होगा? The light will travel in, let me show with some color. Okay, let me use the highlighter. So it will lost into the air. यहाँ पे air में चला जाएगा. Clad में जाएगा पहले, clad से air में चला जाएगा. So it will be lost. We don't want this. We don't want this. So whatever the light is incidence in this direction, it will be lost. Okay. Only the light that incident in this particular region, okay, in this particular region up to the angle of theta c, from the bottom side, from the top side, the top side से भी होगा ना, इधर से भी अगर light आप incidence करते, so this corresponds to a kind of triangle in 2 dimension. Now, if you rotate it in 3 dimension, इसको आप अगर rotate करते तो क्या मिलेगा आपको? ये क्या बनेगा? कौन सा शेप बनेगा? It is not so.
Cone.
हाँ, it is a cone. Okay, not so good diagram, but I want you to draw a nice diagram. Okay, because you are going to face the exam. So, whatever the light is incident inside this cone, then it will pass through the optical fiber. Whatever the light incident out of this core, इधर से आ रहा है, it will pass through the clad and it will get lost. Okay, so whatever the light is incident in this cone, it is accepted, whereas whatever the light which incident out of the cone, it is not accepted. So therefore, this cone is called as acceptance cone. And angle, this angle, theta c, is called as acceptance cone. I'm sorry, I'm not good in writing on this board, but I will share with you the notes, and you have to go through these notes and you have to rewrite the expression. You have to derive this whole expression once again nicely in your notebook, and then that will be a homework for you, the assignment number 2. Okay. Okay. Any doubt? Any question? It's already 11. समझ में आ गया?
Yes, sir.
Yes, no? यश
Yes, sir.
निकाले, यश निकाले, समझ में आया क्या?
Yes, sir.
पक्का?
Yes, sir.
So I want all of you to write this expression nicely. Of course, I will share with you the notes, and you have to upload these notes. The expression for the optical fiber, the critical angle for the optical fiber on the Google Classroom. Okay, and then within a day or two, we'll have the quiz for laser as well as quiz for optical fiber. Okay. Tomorrow, I want someone to explain the different applications of the optical fiber. You can read it online and you can just show it. Okay, you can just speak about it, maybe 2 minutes or 3 minutes, more than that is more than enough. So, whosoever want to talk about applications of the optical fiber, please message me on Telegram personal. Okay. There could be more than one person. There is no problem.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay then. See you. Have a nice day. Enjoy.